February 24th in Gather Town, 7:03 p.m. The first stage of the 24-hour design challenge has kicked off. Carys and Paramveer are in the podcast studio.
Hello and welcome to episode 4 of the Made in Brunel podcast. I'm Paramveer Batchu.
And I'm Carys Bowen.
And today we're coming to you from the 24-hour design challenge. We are standing in the Michael Sterling building. Don't worry, not the actual Michael Sterling building. We are in a digital replica. But it's pretty good to be here. As you probably noticed, Toby isn't here. Toby decided that he wanted to get good grades instead of hang out with me in a virtual world. So instead, we have Carys. Carys, why do you hate getting good grades?
I mean, I think it's overrated. You know, you've got to be the best at something, and being the best in the class is just not my goal at this point. So I'm just here to salvage the chaos that Toby has left behind.
Fair enough. We are at the 24-hour design challenge. Last week we did have an advert for it. So for anybody who doesn't know, the 24-hour design challenge is an event held by Made in Brunel every year. We get industry briefs from real companies. We give them to the students, and they, over the space of about 24 hours, we have different slots, and they can take part and try and complete them and present their ideas, which is, it's pretty cool, if I must admit myself. Every year we're usually doing the challenge in the atrium of the Michael Sterling building, but obviously we're not allowed there right now. So what we did was we locked Ollie Singleton in a room for about 3 weeks with just like food and water. And then he basically conjured up this little gather town for us, which looks exactly like the Michael Sterling building. And because we didn't want his hard work to be in vain, we have released this episode of the podcast as a video. So we want you to experience it with us. You can go to YouTube right now by visiting the link in the show notes and check us out on video on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube watching, hello, did you know we do a podcast? You can check out the link to the podcast in the YouTube description. So please, whichever platform you're on, please go to the other platform and check us out. But yeah, 24-hour design challenge. Carys, have you done 24-hour design challenge before?
Yeah, I took part in the challenge in second year, and that was a bit different to this structure, but it was still very enjoyable and still done right here in Michael Sterling. So it's good to be back to experience it for a new year in a virtual setup.
That's pretty cool. How does this virtual setup compare to the normal Michael Sterling building, do you think?
I mean, obviously you don't have the smells, and you're not next to the people and seeing just the like degree of the circles under the eyes as the hours go on, but you can still experience the sort of student panic virtually, I'm sure. So I feel like you still get the majority of the experiences that you would if you were doing the challenge physically.
I think that there's obviously people every year that try and do different slots in the 24-hour design challenge. I know we've got some members of the MIB team that are trying to do multiple slots as well. Do you think they're going to have rings under their eyes by the end of this?
I mean, if they haven't already got quite considerable under-eye bags, they're not doing it right. So we'll see. I'm sure as we go on, their eyes might start closing a bit, but we'll just have to see when we go around the rooms and take note of it.
Should we go around the rooms?
Yeah, let's give them a visit.
All right then.
Ooh, room 1.
Ooh, should we go? Yeah, we'll go on. We'll straight go on. Ooh, everybody's over at a whiteboard.
Oh.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hiya.
Hello. Is that Henry I see? Is Henry in this group?
That's me, yeah.
Hi, Henry. How's it going?
Good, thanks. Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks.
It's too long.
What are you guys working on? Let's have a look at your...
It's basically a home gym product, which is like non-digital. So we've got a few ideas. So we're looking at originally an ab roller game, or like water weight dumbbells, which are like more aesthetically pleasing and kind of better than ones on the market right now. Walking ankle weights, and like a pulley system attached to the door. And I think we're looking more towards the kind of water weight dumbbells, which are more aesthetically pleasing and like kind of work better.
Okay.
At the moment, yeah.
That's quite interesting. What company is this for, guys?
I don't know. It doesn't really say. I don't think.
No, it doesn't.
Where does it say?
On the brief, it should say.
It should say on the brief.
Whereabouts?
Hopefully.
The brief actually says design a non-electric, non-digital fitness product for the home gym used in
Let's have a look at
2021.
the brief.
Can we look?
We can have a look at the brief. It's on the table. Oh, it's therefore, is it?
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
my
that's
God.
the company. I see.
Yeah,
Oh.
therefore.
I was a
Right.
bit confused.
Oh, sorry.
Like where?
Oh,
Maybe
wow.
they should put it in like apostrophes to show that it's
Yeah.
the name rather than it's just.
We just
therefore.
thought it was. They called the
Yeah, I
Um,
kind of
I'll
ignored
do
My
that.
brain just blocked that out completely.
Should we go get Joe Carys and go and tell him that they don't know who therefore are?
Yeah, no, I feel like there's some serious questions that need to be raised here.
That's so bad. This whole time, we didn't even realise. Skimmed over that and just carried on.
I just remember therefore from rejecting me from placements. I'm a bit salty, to be honest.
Oh.
Oh, the design consultant. Oh, okay, right.
Should we get going, Carys?
Sure, let's bother some other
We'll
people.
bother some other people. Good luck, guys. Keep up the
Oh,
good
thank
work.
you.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Have you seen the meeting rooms? They're pretty cool.
No, I actually haven't.
Do you want to
Apart
see
from
the
like
meeting room?
where is it?
They're
the-
down here. They're in
Right.
Michael Sterling. They're obviously Michael Sterling. They're in the atrium.
Oh, won't let me in.
I've lost Carys.
Won't let me in. Okay, I'm in now. I was
You're
like,
in.
it won't let me in.
I
Okay.
think there's an exact square you have to go to.
Yeah. Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Even like, oh, it's like layout. It's adorable. Nice green wall, you know?
It's good. The green reminds me of the lecture centre, to be honest.
Yeah, to be
Yeah.
honest, the faint memory I have of the lecture centre.
It's been a while.
It's
so.
been a long time. I feel like,
Uh,
it was when we all went for Made in Brunel when we all got our roles. That one meeting in there that felt
Oh,
so surreal, and I
yeah,
literally
that was
hadn't
it,
been,
wasn't it?
Yeah, I literally hadn't been around that many people, for ages, and I just forgot how tall everyone is compared to me. We have a very tall cohort, and I forget how tall people are because you're so used to sitting down and looking at someone on a screen that you forget how that people are tall in real life. So I was quite surprised. I won't lie.
I live with tall people, so it's all right. My accommodation, but
That's nice. No, to be fair, I have one girl who's smaller than me, which is mad. She's 4'9" and I'm 4'11".
4'9". I can't even picture that.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so mad.
Yeah. George was there. Let's follow George. Hi, George.
Oh,
Hello, have you come to give us a different brief?
I have not come to. Why? Are you not happy with your brief?
I've got Glenn Dimplex.
Ooh, that's
sorry.
interesting.
I am sorry. I did when people mentioned that Glenn Demplex was going to be on the brief. I was a bit like, people are going to get PTSD from that. But,
And it's another heater.
Oh, it's
God,
another
I'm
heater.
Sorry about that.
Did you do a heater for your IKB?
I mean, what else is it going to be? Let's be honest.
But like, why did you give it to second years?
I'm so sorry. They need to experience it. They need to experience what we had. You know.
Or not second years. Why did you give it to final years? We've already experienced it.
I don't know who assigned the briefs. I'm not the one that assigned the brief, so you can't blame us. We didn't assign the brief.
Yeah, we're just messengers. You know.
Maybe they're doing it to mess with you.
Maybe
They
they want to
knew
just
you
bring
were
those
third
memories
years.
back.
I blame Barney.
I blame Barney as well.
It wasn't me. I wasn't on that team.
Well, that's what
Yeah,
you
I
said.
blame Barney.
No.
Alex came in to laugh at us.
Where's Joe? Complain to Joe.
Wait.
Complain to Joe. If you're not happy.
Everything
Complain
going
to
alright,
Joe.
guys?
Is it Glenn Dimplex?
It's Glenn Dimplex.
It is Glenn.
Didn't know.
There's some mixed feelings about Glenn Dimplex here.
We're
What's
just
going
slightly
on?
confused. We're just slightly confused why you gave it to a set of third years when we'd already had the
Oh,
draw.
it's so laggy. Oh my god.
We keep asking everybody, how do you compare this to the real Michael Sterling building?
It's pretty accurate.
Ah, okay. Do you prefer this to the real Michael Sterling building?
Well, I mean, I feel like the smell of the tutorial room or like the level 2 studio would get quite pungent after a deadline. So I feel like we don't miss that.
Fair.
I
No comment. So.
We
mean,
don't
it was-
incriminate ourselves.
Oh no, well, it was either like, was it Toby and Adam's like fancy coffee? That smelled nice.
I thought you were about to slag them off then. I thought you
No,
were about to
no,
say they were the
no,
ones
no.
that, okay.
They actually brought some relief to the room.
Okay.
That the fond memories I have that my brain hasn't like blocked out from the studios.
Guys, we're trying to do work here.
Yeah, sorry. We'll leave you to it.
We'll leave
No,
you
I'm
to it.
joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Bye. Should we go to room 6?
6. Yeah.
The only room we haven't been in. Ooh.
Let's do it. Ooh.
Hello, everyone.
Hiya.
Hello. Carys and I are recording the podcast. How are all of you guys doing?
Okay, I think.
Yeah, we're right.
That's good. That's good. Chris, it's lovely to see you back from the
Hey,
sketch off.
hello.
Hello.
I've actually got now, you'll be very pleased to hear, some actual. Can you see?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you've got some pro markers.
I've actually got some pro markers which I was substantially missing during the sketch off. Yeah. I'm ready.
You're ready?
I've got one more year to wait now until.
Yeah. You see if you can do some sketching for this. You do some sketching on the side, take some pictures,
I've
put it
done
in.
a little bit of sketching for this. When we've stopped, I think we're looking at producing a CAD model, but when we've stopped chucking ideas around, maybe I'll do a sketch as well. I think it will help.
Exactly, and maybe a storyboard will have to use it as well. Exactly how the mechanism would work.
Yeah, those little kind of tight-in details that maybe a sketch is quicker to achieve rather than trying to model all that detail.
100%.
Yeah, storyboard sounds really good. It's always a good way. I did a storyboard when I did the design challenge a couple of years ago, and it was well received. So I feel like you're on the right track with what you're saying. It sounds like you're doing very well.
Thank you.
Storyboarding is my core weak strength.
Everyone's gonna have one.
I'm actually alright with storyboarding, even though in SketchUp I was actually eliminated by the storyboarding that I love. It's fine. Like I said, a bad day.
and time. Remember, SketchUp is very heavily timed. You've got hours to do this. So
Not gonna lie, I thought
you're
about
right.
it, and then I was like, nah, there's no going back now. Move forward.
Don't worry, you guys. I think you guys will do really good in here. So yeah, and it's lovely, as I said, to see all of you back or from Sketch Off. So thanks for returning. We hope you enjoy the 24-hour design challenge. Yeah, it should be good.
I did need more wine though. That's the only problem I'm having.
More wine.
Oh.
I think in a normal year we'd have pizza, wouldn't we, Carys?
Yeah, definitely some pizza. Maybe sometimes I think they've had like beers or soft drinks. So, but sadly, no food. It's pretty sad, but.
The best I can do, guys, I can place some digital dash waters on the table for you, but I can't do anything other than that. There's some dash water for you. Enjoy. You can't drink it. But
It's like it's like your Mario, and that's like your thing. Is you just dish out dash water. It's like your superpower.
So I'm peddling it. I'm just waiting for them to pay me, and then we're all good.
I think this entire thing is just an excuse for you to advertise Dashwater. That's literally it.
It is. I'm drinking it now. Sponsor me, yeah, that'd be good.
The brand deal is coming.
Yeah.
How are you getting sponsored by that?
I'm not. My dream is to be sponsored, so we'll see what happens.
Dashwater, if you are listening, please set up a brand deal. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that'd be good. But anyway, we'll let you guys get on with it. We've distracted you enough, so good luck. And hope presentation goes well.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Cheers.
Bye.
7:52 p.m. Carys and Paramveer have dragged Joe and Ollie into the podcast studio for an interview.
So, Ollie, we're in Gathertown. Would you like to tell us a little bit more about how you created the Michael Sterling building in Gathertown?
Yeah, so I've not slept in 2 weeks.
So we're not far off. We have 3 weeks at the start of the episode.
Yeah. I think it's been 2.5 weeks. I made the little Isambard Brunel statue first on Photoshop as like a little test run. And then I was like, this is really fun. I want to do this. I want to build the whole map. We built this outside of the Michael Sterling first, and it's all done in Photoshop. It's just me meticulously, painfully hand painting all the little bits. Sometimes, like in this room where you've got the unfolded logo in the back, that's just the normal logo that I've just, I've stretched in. but it's all pretty much all hand painted, and it's been tedious, but somewhat rewarding. So you can download a lot of these assets online, like the plant pots and the seats we're sitting in and the lamppost. They're all downloaded, and then I put them in manually. And each of these rooms have that Gathertown's got a special way of doing it. But yeah, they're basically all just images laid on top of each other that we're just walking around, and we kind of trick people with perspective to make it look 3D.
And are you planning on having Gathertown exist after the 24-hour design challenge?
We briefly talked about it, so that we've kind of got a month of it for the moment. So we got it for this event, but then we've got it for the rest of the month. So it could be interesting to see what else we can do with it. Maybe we just have it open so anyone can go in and play around with it, because technically we can have 50 people in at any time as it stands. We could just let that link out to Uni and have people play around with it, or we use it for other main Brunel things. Maybe we run all of our meetings in here. I know Joe suggested that, thought that was pretty funny.
I think we were going to have a maybe our weekly meeting this week might be in here. It's not the best, obviously. I mean, audio and video get compressed a bit more than they would in Zoom or Teams, but I think it's much more fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, we might have the Made in Brunel meeting in here this week, play a few sort of mini games and things like that, give people a bit of a relaxing end to a tough week. I know another thing we actually spoke about was how many people will actually recognise the Michael Sterling. Obviously, we've got quite a few first years taking part, which is great. But obviously for a lot of them, I'm guessing they've never been in the Michael Sterling, maybe on an open day. But yeah, that's something we were sort of wondering whether, obviously, I'm guessing most people recognise the outside. They've probably seen photos, maybe walked past. But I'm wondering whether people come inside and they know whether it's actually it actually looks like that in real life or not. Perhaps instead of getting people excited about the virtual one and thinking, oh, this looks like real life, we'll get people excited about the real life one when they finally get to see it, and they'll be like, well, this just like the virtual one.
Like the virtual one. Yeah, it's why we put all those arrows on the floor so people actually knew where the atrium was, just in case.
Yeah, we were in a room earlier with some first years that were telling us that this is actually the first time they've been inside the Michael Sterling building, per se. So yeah, you've done a good job, because I think it represents it quite well. So that's good. Well done, guys. You've pulled off a good event. So
definitely, especially the chairs, the famous Michael Sterling chairs.
I forgot about those. Yeah, that was a good 2 hours of my life.
That they weren't wasted. Let's just say that.
Thank you very much.
Michael Sterling chairs you did a smashing job with. The statue you did a great job with. You pointed out to me that you did the sciences on the front of like you deliberately messed the spacing of the words up so it matches the actual one, which I just that's the cherry on top. That is.
When you do a year in wayfinding and signage, and then you come back to this uni and you see how horrifically their signs are, you start to notice little things like how poorly they've spaced their wordings. So I had to put it in.
I mean, it's all topped with the dash waters that you've put everywhere, which look beautiful. So thank you very much for that.
You're welcome. It was a special request from you.
Yes, I appreciate it.
Lots of dash water whilst recording this.
Yeah, I do. Here's my lemon.
Oh, lovely.
I've got my lemon. I've got 2 black currants. What is that? A peach and a raspberry. They have a cucumber. I've never tried a cucumber before. I don't know if that'll be nice.
Dash water, if you're listening, send Pav over a cucumber.
Yeah. They do them in glass bottles as well now, so it's quite nice.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah. I hope you managed to get a reply from them. That's something.
I'll let you know. I haven't sent an email yet. When I send an email, I'll let you know.
Well, great.
But that is the dream. Before I let you go, you two are in a team together 2 more times throughout these 24 hours.
That's correct.
Little bit of insider information, because you guys are MIB team. Do you know what briefs you're already doing?
Technically not, but I mean, I could look, because the briefs have all been randomly allocated to each of the groups. So,
it's random. Okay.
Yeah, if we wanted to, but I mean, it's random in the fact that I put them in the order that they were in the Google Drive.
Right.
Yeah, each brief is being done the same number of times. So they are being sort of replicated by groups later on as well. But yeah, all the briefs have been set, so it makes our lives easier when we're setting up each team.
Yeah, I don't think I've read any of the briefs. Chloe's kind of been very useful in sorting out all that, kind of talking to the companies and getting all those briefs in. which has been great and really useful. So, I mean, I don't think I've even seen most of them. Which is...
I've read all of them, and there's definitely some really interesting briefs this year. A big sort of mix. We've got some really complex, engineering problems that require some real sort of creative thinking. And we've got right down to sort of more, less about the function and more about the form. So there's really a good range of briefs, and from some great companies as well. We've got Therefore design consultants, Cambridge consultants, Chanel. We've got some real big names in there. So it's another good year for the 24-hour design challenge.
Really quickly, I don't know if you know the people in room 4, Joe. They don't know who Therefore are. You need to go and teach a lesson on that.
Wow. Yeah. We'll definitely have some words with that.
Yeah, we had to point out that Therefore was the brand and not just Therefore Brief.
Oh no.
Yeah, because it said Therefore Brief on it, and I was like, oh, it's in lowercase though. It's definitely stylized. So
yes. Oh no, don't worry. I made sure it was lowercase.
I didn't notice that, Joe.
Yeah, you can't have a capital T.
Well, we've talked to them already. They seem to be doing a good job with the brief. So regardless, they seem to have taken it on well.
Yeah.
Right, guys. Well, it was good to speak to you.
Yeah, good to see you guys.
I'm sure we'll check in with you again later.
Yeah, we'll be back later. Yeah, throughout the 24 hours, we will be back. So, yeah.
Cool. We'll see you guys later.
Keep it up. Right. See you later.
See ya.
11:58 p.m. The first batch of groups present their submissions.
Okay, so our brief was with Glen Dimplex for a product that would be a heating product for the upcoming Winter Olympics in Beijing in 2022.
So in this direction, we were looking at how a hand warmer could be themed around a particular event. So in this idea, we were looking at how the Olympic mascots for the 2022 Olympic Games are designed and how we could implement that into a hand warmer.
This next concept uses the idea of the Olympic rings as heatable wristbands that the user can essentially collect along the way.
So this one is a hot seat that we thought it could be put onto the seat in the stadium. So we thought it'd be powered by the weight of the user. So the weight of the user would generate the electricity for the heating element inside.
So this was the final form we came up with for this particular event. So it would be the panda mascot that would be plastic with an outer soft plastic. So the soft plastic can be peeled off and the hand warmer can be taken out. So that's just a breakdown of how the parts would fit together to allow for the future, using future versions of the case.
And then these are some renders of the heating element that will be used for the product.
So these are storyboard. So the user would purchase the product from the venue store. So then he will find his seat. And it's a really cold day, so he gets really cold. He activates the device by pressing the button on the back. The light wheel turns on to show that the device is active. The user warms up, but however, his phone starts to die. So he can then plugs in the USB and then start charging his phone with the product. So the event end, user goes home and then he removes the device from the case, and then he puts the case on the display. And then later on, he can also buy new cases for the hand warmer as well.
This is, I'm just going to very briefly go over it. Basically, technology and how the heat warmer and the portable charger would work. On average, they would last about 3 to 4 hours and operate at approximately 50 degrees. And depending on the size of the portable charger, it can last for can charge the phone for 1.5 times, 3 times, or even 5 times.
So ABS would be used for the outer shell, and this piece of the product would be used as a piece of memorabilia after the event, and the hand warmer would have a prolonged use after the event as well. ABS is used as it has a high heat deflection rate than HDPE, and is also light, which will reduce CO2 transport emissions. A lithium-ion battery will be used for longevity and rechargeability. Aluminium would be used for the thermal conductive aspects of the product, and the clear plastic shell would be made of polycarbonate for impact resistance. Yeah, next slide. And then the plastic parts would be injection molded for high production rates, and the aluminium components will be die casted then cut.
And that's it. It's worth noting, which we didn't actually include in the presentation, that the clear, transparent, polycarbonate, which is seen there, is mainly there for essential branding purposes, so that the Glendim logo can be seen clearly, and it would act as essentially an advertising point for them at the Olympics.
(12:22 a.m.) The second stage of the 24-hour design challenge has just begun. Enya and Paramveer are in the podcast studio.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing, Enya?
Good, thank you. Fancy seeing you here, Pav.
Yeah, fancy seeing me in the podcast studio. Yeah.
I haven't got any pizza for you this time, though.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry. For anybody that doesn't get that, it's a reference to the brand launch and the Lecturer versus Lecturer, which I think went really well, didn't it?
Mm.
We need to do another one of those again. We should do it in Gathertown next time. Have a little Eugen.
Yes. Oh, yes.
It'll be quite cool. It'll be quite cool. So, yeah. You've replaced Carys. Are you all right with that?
Oh yeah, Carys is awesome. So I'll probably have to work quite hard to maintain whatever you guys had going. So I'll try and fill the shoes. So maybe give me like 10 minutes warm up, and we'll see how we go.
All right then. Yeah. No, have you ever done a 24-hour design challenge before?
Yeah. So I did one in first year, and I was in the midnight or the 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. slot, and we did some cardboard packaging based around a tiny robot, and it was really fun, but oh my goodness, it was such an interesting sleeping pattern.
I can imagine. I think I remember doing that. I think we had DP1 hand-ins at the same time, so it was it must have been quite taxing on us, but I mean thankfully we're here, so it clearly went well. Yeah, no, that's good. That's quite good.
Good fun. I think it's nice to speak to like all the different years, isn't it? Because I remember being with some of the people that I became quite good friends with in my one, which is nice. It's a nice way to meet people, and even virtually this time. So hopefully everyone gets the chance to meet new people and be a bit inspired by others.
Yeah, it should be good. It should be good. As it's the second section now, we've got a new set of people in the rooms. The first set of people have obviously already gone and presented and finished their design challenges. We're on to a new set of people now. I think they've just started, so they've probably just read their briefs. Ooh. Do you think it is a good time to go and invade their personal space?
Yes.
All right then. Should we do it? Let's do it.
Let's go. Do it. What room? What are we thinking?
That's up to you. The only thing is you have to make sure we stick together so that I can keep recording.
Okay, let's not start at the beginning because that's boring. I'm feeling room 2.
Do you want to pre-plan anything?
Oh, yeah, maybe we go in with a knock joke.
Oh, okay. Have you got one in mind?
Oh no, I really should have thought that beforehand, shouldn't I?
just get one now.
Should I? Hold on. Knock jokes.
This is pretty original, to be honest. No one's actually suggested a knock joke yet, so this is quite original.
Okay, let's have a look. This website tells me that these are the funniest on earth.
Oh right, okay.
So it must be true. Oh god, that's not even funny.
Where are you looking? Where are you looking for these jokes?
I'm on I'm on Frugal Fun for boys. It's just, oh dear, lettuce who, let us in, it's cold out there. How's that one? Because we've been outside.
I mean, if you want to go for it, yeah.
I'll go in with a knock joke, and then you can rescue me when nobody laughs. Okay, right. So room 2, should we? Sojourn?
Yeah, let's go room 2. Yeah, let's go room 2. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Just, are you talking about the product or just the thing?
Knock, knock, knock. No,
Come
guys,
in.
you're meant to
It's
say
it's
who's
a joke.
there.
Who's there? Who's there?
Lettuce.
Letters who?
Let us in. It's cold in the atrium.
You're in the.
Hello.
I had a backup one prepared. I had knock knock.
Who's there?
Ice cream soda.
Ice cream soda who?
Ice cream soda. People can hear me. So, yeah, it's a pretty smooth one.
This is why you host the podcast.
Yeah, yeah. No.
Is this a podcast stand-up edition? Is it? Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah. How's it going, guys? What you got for your brief? Who you got for your brief?
We've got a company called Small Fry.
The best one.
See, it's a pretty great brief, to be honest.
Naughty brief.
Basically, we. You know what, Luca? Why don't you take us through the rest of the brief?
All right. So the brief actually covers. Let me bring it up. Just to dumb it down, I'll read out the brief itself. They want us to revive a heritage brand, either taking an old product and redesigning it based on modern trends, or taking an old brand and design a product that could put it back on the map. Either way, we're bringing life back to something, and we've got to pick what that something is.
Oh, I know a great old brand.
How do we feel about whiskey brands?
Apple.
Apple's very old. You're right.
Yeah, they're old. They're iconic.
Yeah, but they're fairly relevant still, I'd say.
Yeah. Each to their own.
Don't you dare talk bad about Apple in front of me. Okay.
Oh, whoever's got
Whereas,
Atari, that's
French and
fire.
British.
That's a good idea.
You're welcome, Pat.
Oh,
Yeah,
Atari.
Atari's good. Atari's genuinely good. They keep trying stuff and it keeps failing.
Exactly.
So I would say,
Yeah.
That's what we're all about.
no, yeah, they fully are. They tried to release a system, it failed, and now they do gaming on demand streaming with Plex. So I can stream games now for £2.99 a month.
Can we?
If I want to.
Can we redesign the Soldier Boy console?
Oh
my
that's
God.
actually- that's a good idea. That is a good idea. Can we turn Graphic Communication 3 into a brand and then revitalize that? 'Cause it's not.
That needs revitalizing. To be fair.
Can you choose any brand? Is it up to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Which is really cool.
Mm.
It's pretty cool.
How is the podcast going so far?
It's going all right. I'm surprised no one's asked me why I haven't been with Toby yet.
Why have you not wondering?
Because Toby called me up exactly 24 hours ago and goes, "I've got too much contextual. I can't do it." So I said, "I hate you.
I will replace.
I'm going to replace you." So I got Carys and Enya to help me out.
Some excellent guests. Some would say.
I'd just like to say, and if this could be on the podcast, being in Toby's contextual group, he has got a lot of work to do.
Why are you here and not helping him with the work?
Well, actually, not always work.
Because I'm in a different subgroup.
Okay. Enya, should we go check out the other groups?
Yeah. Good luck,
All right.
guys. You got this.
Thank you. Have fun.
Hang on, let me try and escape. Hang on.
Oh yeah. How do I get? Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Good luck.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Oh, sorry. I actually meant to start with knock knock.
Who's there?
A broken pencil.
Broken pencil.
Never mind. It's pointless.
There we go.
Thanks,
That's it.
guys.
That's why we earn the big bucks, because we're spitting out these jokes. Well, I've got one as well. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Anita.
Anita who?
I need a drink of water, so please let me in.
Oh.
It's a decent one.
I mean, the water's right there. It's on the table.
The water might be right there, but you know what isn't right there? Enya knows where I'm going with this.
Oh dear.
Dash water.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Have you guys
Check
ever
this
had
out.
dash water? Do you know what dash water is?
No.
Yeah.
What are you guys working on?
We've got Canal.
As our brief.
I have no idea what that is. So
We've
please.
got to design like a new and innovative way to engage, experience, and apply a Chanel product.
Oh, I heard channel, like the English channel, not Chanel.
Oh.
Did I say it wrong?
All right, Chanel. We do know who Chanel are. Yeah,
Yeah,
there we go.
I know that.
Start again. What was the brief?
To reimagine a new and innovative way to engage, experience, and apply a Chanel product. Not the channel.
Ooh.
That's cool. Are you guys Chanel users? Do you like Chanel?
I can't say I am.
I've never used it, but because...
Enya, are you?
No, I am a firm lover of the Lush body sprays. Really good. Obviously, I can't, associate this with brands, but you should totally go check it out.
Fair. How are you guys planning to do it? Have you brainstormed anything? I know we've come in pretty quick. You've only just been given the brief, but have you got any initial ideas?
We've got some footage around.
We're making like a Google Doc, edit stuff and whack stuff on that. I think we're just going to try and figure out what the brand's about first, and then go from there.
That's a good plan. That's a good plan.
Do you think we should let them concentrate?
We'll let them
now?
go. Yeah.
Cool.
We're sorry for distracting you, but thank you very much, guys, for that. Good luck with everything.
See you.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. You ready for the final room then, Enya?
Okay, is it 3? It's 3.
It's 3. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, let's go. Knock, knock.
Hello.
Mikey. Guys, come on, it's a knock knock joke.
Oh, who's there? Who's there?
Mikey.
Mikey who?
My key doesn't fit in the keyhole. No, okay.
A plus joke. 100% delivery. Well done.
We'll give you 10 out of 10 for delivery.
I got one as well. We got knock knock.
Who's that?
Art.
Art who?
R2D2.
Oh God.
Boom.
I'll
There
give
we go.
one. Knock knock.
Who's
there?
Doctor.
Doctor who?
That was good.
Oh,
You should do
It
this
was good.
podcast.
It was the first. It's the first one we've got back, so we really appreciate it. Thank
No
you.
worries. I like to be part of the team, Just give us a prize. That's all we are.
Yeah.
Give it. We're not in charge of any prizes, unfortunately.
Well, no longer interested.
I love the honesty.
Yeah, fair.
What brief are you guys working on?
Quagga.
Yeah.
What's that?
Quagga. I have no idea what it is. Some retail company.
Oh, okay. Oh, and what do you have to do with them? What do you have to design?
Produce stand.
Yeah.
Produce. Okay.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting.
Yeah, it's okay.
Are you guys a mix of like different years, or are you all 1 year group? How's it?
We were meant to be a mix of different years, but then 3 people dropped out, so now it's just.
Oh no!
Yeah.
We feel the same. It's
Yeah.
cool.
It's
We got
cool.
this.
So what year are you? What year are you now then? But it's not a mixture. What is it? What's the year?
Masters.
Yeah.
Oh, master. Oh, okay.
But we started like 3 weeks ago, so you've got to let us off.
You say 3 weeks. We've been here for almost a month.
It feels like 3 weeks.
It's been over a month.
Golly gosh, time flies when you have fun,
Mm-hmm.
So you guys don't actually know the building then that you're standing in?
Nope.
And you're sad now.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's full of natural light. It's a designer's paradise. You just sit there and you're underneath this massive wow. It's funny how words just escape you at 58 minutes past 12.
I wouldn't go as far as paradise though, Enya. It's not.
It feels like paradise, Pav, just sat at home doing my work.
Fair. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you guys seem to be really on it. We're loving the calm that we're feeling from this group, I think.
The others have been quite
in
frantic.
2 hours.
So.
Come back in 2 hours.
I think you'll smash it. It's 1 hour down. You got 5 hours left, so
like ticking timer in the corner there. Love it.
Yeah, just keep going. It's all right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Should we get going, Enya?
Oh, yeah. Let's head off. We'll leave them
All
to
right, then.
concentrate.
Cool. Good luck, guys.
Bye.
Bye. That was a good trawl around the rooms, Enya. I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, definitely. We had a lot of lovely people to talk to. They were all hard at work. So yeah, all positive, really.
Yeah, their final solution should be quite good. So I can't wait to see what they do. I can't wait to see the next group of people we've got coming in a bit. So are you going to be with me for that? Are you going to be my partner in crime for that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know, Pav. We'll have to see.
Okay. Have you got any more knock knock jokes for me?
Oh, actually, I might just have one. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Annie.
Annie who?
Anywho, I am off to bed.
Ah. And with that, Enya was gone.
6:01 a.m. The second batch of groups present their submissions.
So we had a brief from Cambridge consultants to design a consumer or a medical device that improves the well-being, mental well-being, and we chose to focus on the consumer side, especially mental health.
Having found a route that we wanted to go down in terms of concept, we began the ideation phase and began looking at forms and ways to achieve what we wanted. At this stage, we also decided that we wanted to have an emissive light as a indicator to the user of the status of the product, and also to help enhance the calming effect of the product throughout the day. So as our product form then developed, we moved through concept development into CAD modeling. And so this is where we ended up with the form as a whole.
So the idea is that the product is a mindfulness dispenser. So it dispenses a card every day, once a day. So the user gets to do a task, even if it's a small menial task in a day, just to get them out of their lockdown routine and engage in mindfulness. The idea is that it prints out a new card one time a day, and you can pick it with your app what time you want it to do. We will talk more about the app in a minute. But we came up with 6 general categories of the cards that it could be. So exercise, fun tasks, meditation, recipes, puzzles, and one specific category called not feeling up to it. The idea is if you're feeling really down and you don't want to do a task that day, you should do something, even if it's just drinking a glass of water or breathing for 10 seconds. So for that, if you want that task, you just tap the top of the product and it will release only the not feeling up to it category of the cards. And when the cards go in, as you can see on the right, there won't be anything written on it, so because the product will print them out once they're inside. Another thing that we thought about is progression. So we want people to feel accomplished when they do the tasks every day. So we came up with the idea that they can put it in a book, kind of like collecting collectible cards, and when you put them all in at the back, they create a picture. So it's something you can be proud of and look back at the end of the year to see how much you've gotten done.
The Calm line comes with an easy-to-use app that allows the user to control all aspects of the product. The light intensity and color can be changed to create ambient lighting that helps tailor the user's environment to their mood or liking, creating an experience that is personalized to them. Using the open source card pack downloader, the user can create their own packs or share or download ones created by other users. This connects users from all around the world and allows them to share recipes, crafts, and other activities that help them to achieve mindfulness.
So in conclusion, the product is just an idea to help people feel better every day, especially in lockdown when they're stuck at home and they just don't feel like doing anything with their day. Just break out of the routine and just be happier in the day. Thank you.
(8:14 a.m.) The third stage of the 24-hour design challenge is underway. Carys and Paramveer are in the podcast studio.
It's 6:15, Carys. How does that? No, it's not 6:15. What am I doing?
Okay.
It's 8:15. See, I can't even think properly.
It's too early to even gauge numbers or time.
Yeah. How do you think the designers are doing?
I feel like they're going to be lagging right now. If any of them, especially the first or second years who have the energy to do so, have not had a power nap, I'll be very surprised. But we'll see. As I said before, we'll just have to gauge it by how big their bags are, how tired they look, and then we'll see, I guess, how much progress they've made in the last few hours.
Yeah, I think the session started at 6:00. So they've had 2 hours. So they should have read the brief. Well, you'd hope they've read the brief.
Fingers crossed.
They should have read the brief. I'm guessing ideated as well, at least to a certain degree. They have about 3.5 hours left before they're pitching. So it could be quite interesting.
Yeah, crunch time. I feel like the renders will start, the CAD and the drawings. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how shaky the lines are and everything. But I feel like I've got confidence in the groups.
Yeah. Should we get going? Should we have a look?
Sure, let's have a little go.
I think it's room 1.
Okay.
So let's try it out.
Let's do it. Hi guys.
Ooh.
Oh, hey Pav.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, Dan? Long time no see.
I know, right? It's crazy. It's been like 2 years.
It has been
Apart from that one time I saw you outside of Toby's flat.
Yeah.
Back in November, which seems like a lifetime ago, to be honest with you.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So much.
How is everybody doing?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad, thanks.
We're all right. We're probably less dead than you are. So, how dead are you guys?
I feel good.
I'm feeling pretty good now as well.
What are you guys working on? What's your brief?
So we got the Quagga brief, which is funny because I've already worked with them back in second year. For
Okay.
the design challenge again.
So it's the same group. It's the same company.
It's the same company, the same aesthetic, almost the same brief, but not quite.
Oh, you should be a pro at this then. You've already got the presentation ready to go.
I wouldn't say about that.
We're gonna expect great things now. Like you've put yourself in it.
Maybe I've oversold myself. Pav, would you like to stick around for our ideation discussion?
Sure. Yeah.
Great.
Whenever you're
Okay, so mine isn't too far off what they have currently, I don't think, apart from maybe just being more mindful on the adaptability of it. So if you look at the top left corner, it's essentially a stack of crates, very technical, I know, with an angled one on top, and then a presentation board above it with the little still inserts we talked about, so people know if they're getting fresh produce or not. Well, if it's in season. Then if we go down a little bit, a separable movable trellis for bags, once again playing on the idea of it's adaptable. And then right at the bottom, for the presentation stand, literally just having crates stacked on top of each other with a stainless steel board on top that can work as a countertop, and then a glass facade in front, because you don't want people like talking at your food.
Who's on the next slide?
I think it's me. But the idea would be the user would approach, they'd be presented by a product demo. On some of the boxes is like a digital screen that could be used for, I don't know, marketing. I don't know what the hell that would compare with the lifetime of a poster. But whether you could have possibly themed events. So I don't know, you could have the Italian fruit. I don't know if there are Italian fruit, but or in the Spanish the Spanish time.
Italian fruit.
And then looking through and then sort of walking through, and all the crates would be interconnected. You could move them around and adjust the height and add dividers so it fits the needs for that time. and then walking through till the end where there's scales and space for other products. So it might be an impulse buy like bags of coffee or something like that.
Okay, yeah. So basically, the idea would be the main body of it would be kind of like flat pack type situation, so it could just be set up wherever, and then the kind of crate things inside, which are like half triangles, so that they could be stored as like rectangles, and each one would contain like the different. The idea would be like you'd have fruit on one side, veg on the other, and then have like space for either the baskets or bags or boxes or whatever we are putting there. Some sort of like screen in front of it so people aren't like coughing on the fruit and veg. And yeah, the crates would be like easy to lift out for the staff, so they can just go and put it in like the stock room and then bring out a different like fruit or veg or whatever. And labels in case they didn't know if it was like an apple or an orange, easily confused.
Yeah, I think mine's kind of similar. I kind of use like a wooden clad module, so you can kind of like stick as many of these together as you like, and then like Dan mentioned, the like slot in information boards, and I thought Charlotte's idea about the recipe cards was really nice. So I thought behind the scale you can have some recipe cards, and that's kind of located centrally within the whole module, so as you're working your way around the island you can kind of get inspiration. I as well thought I'd use some kind of like humidity jets from within the module, so it kind of pumps like air through the veg, and also that would create an airflow like away from the veg, so anything in the air wouldn't really go on the veg, if that makes sense. And I thought also that would kind of help spread the aroma, so you know how oranges have that like nice orangey smell, that would really help spread that across the store. I thought you could have some net bags for your veg bagging like attached to the modules as well. And I just put for the little scales, I thought the board could say like this way, because that's a fun little pun.
It took me forever to work out how to draw, so I drew something on my phone real quick.
That's amazing.
And
I think it looks really good.
Kind of the good old like honeycomb, you can slot them together with like the little glass windows, and then the bottom wooden squares you can put between the fruit, and they just give off that like cold vapor that we were talking about, and like keeping it fresh, and then you can just kind of stack them. And my kind of hope was like you could put them like in a cool order, or you could curve them, and then you'd get all the colorful fruit glass stuff. But
basically I was thinking like a wall type thing where you could just like slot any things in where you wanted. So like you could have like trays with like produce in, it could be like boxes, or you can like move these like posters wherever you want them, and then you've got the scale and stuff. So it just kind of like fixes into the wall, whether that's like a peg hold or some and then similar like thing to others, I thought about doing maybe more of like a trolley type design with like just the crates and stuff on either side, and then having like a separate one for the scale and whatever.
I think that's everybody.
Is that everyone? Sweet.
I think we should probably leave you guys.
Yeah, we'll leave you to it.
Shall we get back to it?
Yeah.
Stay on track.
Yeah.
Shall we go through like positives and negatives of each?
Bye guys.
Bye,
Good
guys.
luck.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, back to the podcast room then.
Yeah.
We've obviously learned a little bit more about how they're going through the development process. As we predicted, they have begun ideation, and there were a couple of like marker renderings from what I could see as well, which is quite good.
Yeah.
So no, good on everybody. I think they're doing quite well.
Definitely, it's good progress using their skills that they've learned, putting their sketch hats on again, which is it's a good sign, good progress.
Yeah. So no, I think it's going quite well. I'm like I said, I was excited to see what's going to happen in the next slot as well. And obviously, hopefully, we'll try and jump into a couple of presentations while we're there. So that should all be good as well.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be good to see the jump like just before crunch time, where everything gets rendered and set up. it can be quite astounding how much work students under pressure can get done in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
p.m. The final stage of the 24-hour design challenge is wrapping up. Carys and Paramveer are back in the podcast studio.
So, Carys, we're back for the final leg of the 24-hour design challenge.
Yeah, we are. I'm excited to see where everyone's got to. Some new faces, I'm sure, and some amazing work.
I think this should be quite good because we'll see hopefully some final presentations as well, and kind of get we'll kind of get a sense of like how far they've got. Hopefully we can see some final presentations, and it should be good. They made some progress over the past 6 hours, so yeah, we'll see how it's been going. Should we go to the rooms?
Yeah, let's have a little look. 5?
5, yeah, 5. Let's go.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi guys. How you doing?
Oh, we got the podcast.
Yeah, we're back.
Blessed with our presence.
How are you guys doing? Long time no see.
Yeah, we're doing well, thank you. How about yourself, Ollie?
I'm very tired, man.
What time did you wake up?
What time did I wake up?
Yeah.
Oh god, that's a good question.
I know you were aiming for that 5:30.
I was aiming for the 5:30. I didn't wake up for the 5:30. I woke up. Actually, I did wake up at 5:30. Text Joanna and said I can't be bothered to get out of bed. Went back to sleep for 7:30. There was in Gather Town at 8. And then after the 9 o'clock, I went back to sleep until 2. So.
Oh my god.
Sleep is
for the week. Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing with your brief?
Doing all right.
Yeah.
Got a really nice little thing going.
Yeah, that's quite good. We've been popping into rooms quite early on in the design process, so we thought we'd change it up a little bit for the last one and come in the last hour.
Oh,
yeah.
People are so stressed.
Yeah, no, exactly.
True.
Yeah, a lot of stress equals good programming. So,
I've heard.
Yeah, how stressed is everybody?
I'm not sure I can feel stress right now. I just feel tired.
I'm too tired to feel proper stress.
Oh, guys.
I just really need to pee, but I just don't want to leave.
Alice, go pee.
Willpower, Michelle.
Testing the constraints of your bladder.
Your previous group was called Render Juice.
We were called Render Juice.
What is your group called now?
Big Trip.
The Big
Trip.
Big Trip.
What?
Why?
Oh.
Because we were supposed to go to Greece.
Oh, okay.
And we never got to go to Greece.
But digital Michael Sterling is better than Greece.
I agree.
There we go. Ollie's on board.
I've spent more time building this than I have in Greece, so therefore it must be good.
I still want to go to Greece.
I still want to go to Greece.
Oh, I love Greece.
Go to Greece. When I tried to plan it, everyone was like, we'll leave it till later. We'll leave it till later. And then we left it till later, and it was too late to go to Greece.
What are you drinking? Alcohol yet? Wait. Oh, no, it's not fun.
It's not fun.
Alice is talking to herself is my favorite thing.
Ollie said he wanted to have a glass of wine at 5 o'clock. That's not my fault.
I did say that. That is true. It is wine night.
You know what's better than alcohol?
What? Dash water?
Dash water.
Dash water.
Dash water.
Sponsor of this episode.
Honestly, if you don't get a brand deal after this,
Dash
I'll be
water.
shocked.
Yeah, put some dash water on the table. Woo.
Carys, how many times has he mentioned that today?
Too many to count, to be honest. I'm surprised he hasn't popped out some on the table yet.
I have.
You have?
I'm doing it right now.
When I came to this room, I had to delete 5 cans of dash water that you left.
It's excessive.
This is room 5.
You're just begging for a brand deal. Just email them.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't remember leaving 5 cans of dash water in this. Oh, actually, I did. I did. It was with Enya. Yeah, I got carried away. That was it.
Carried away.
Yeah.
The sleep deprivation just got to you. And you're like, right.
Cool. All right. Good luck, guys. We'll see you later.
See you in a bit.
Thank you.
5:34 p.m. Carys and Paramveer are on a mission.
So, Carys, I don't know if you saw, but a couple of weeks ago when we had the sketch off, there was a post on the Brunel Banter Instagram page. And what it was about isn't relevant, but there was a guy in the comments that was, I don't know, being really toxic, I'd say, about the sketch off. I don't know if you saw. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that and I was shocked, among with the whole of the design department, that someone had the guts, especially a first year, to mouth off the sketch off.
Well, I've got some news for you, Carys. He is taking part in the 24-hour design challenge right now, that guy is.
Oh my god.
And he's called himself Sans, and he is in room 1. Do you want to say what you want to say directly to him?
I feel like I must.
Okay, let's go.
Do it. Let's do it.
You just leave it to us.
Hi. I have a question. Sans, hello.
Oh God, I knew this was coming.
What's your
I knew this-
opinion on the 24-hour
this was
design
coming.
challenge based on your
I knew
previous
this was
views
coming.
on the sketch off? Please share your opinion
what are your thoughts
on this Made in Brunel event compared to the one that you didn't approve of.
Okay, right. I want to say this. It's not that I didn't approve of it. What it was,
right.
I thought that it was actually a pretty good. Shut up! I'm giving my opinion here. I thought it was a good challenge, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't think that the person who was posting should have been able to say that just because someone didn't win the competition meant that they were an objectively bad drawer, which is what was going on, right? And
Right.
I,
Okay.
like that was kind of lost within the whole, like winning prizes and stuff like that, right? So that I usually do drawing competitions. It's just that one just wasn't for me, if you get what I'm saying.
Sure. It was good to hear your opinion. Thank you for that.
Before you leave, he apologized.
Yeah. Go on.
Bro, shut up. Okay? You can't just go out.
Apologize, please, man.
Bro, I'm telling the truth. I'm not just gonna go out and apologize just to win.
All I have to say is just you wait till you have to deal with the technicians because they do not forget. So enjoy your challenge. Hope it goes well. See you later.
We're so sorry.
Ooh, she just left me. Okay. Well, good luck, guys. Good luck with it. All right. We'll see you later.
See you later.
That was so funny, Carys. That was so funny.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I felt the need to get it all off my chest and get a proper explanation as to why he felt the need to mug off the sketch off. So fair enough, but hopefully he's learned his lesson and he won't do it again.
Fair dues.
5:52 p.m. The final batch of groups presents their submission. Carys Paramveer and the team LOL XD are in the atrium.
Hey guys, how was it? How did you find it?
Not too bad, I'd say. These lot are freaking out a little bit, but
He doesn't speak for us.
I don't see I speak for you. I said you guys were freaking out a little bit. That's my perspective.
We're just upset that we had someone on our team who was roasting the leaders of the team beforehand.
I was not roasting them. Don't say roasting. Don't say roasting. I shared an opinion.
Okay.
I mean, you shared an opinion anonymously, but...
Anonymously?
Hey, apologize. Just apologize.
Shut up. Right, shut up.
No, it was good. I really liked the brief. Actually, it was good fun.
Yeah, actually, that's
and this whole Michael Sterling building is sick. It's well good.
Why don't we use these for lectures? Like, that's a real question. Why don't we use these for lectures?
That's true, actually.
Can you imagine a lecture hall with like all the avatars from the different people on the course? That would be sick.
91 people on
that would be great.
Courses.
I mean, this took 3 weeks to build, so it will take a lot longer to build for the entire uni.
This is really nicely set up. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, we're glad you guys enjoyed it. Yeah.
Hey, no apologize.
Shut
Shut up, bro.
Stop saying that, bro. Too much emphasis on. No, just say white. And white's so hard about that.
Do yourself a favor, right? Do yourself a favor and just get over it. 'Cause it's not a you thing. It's not a you thing. It's a me thing, right? It's between me and whoever was involved, and we shared opinions.
Turn your mic off. What are you
I
doing?
realized
Turn your mic off. You're making it worse.
We'll leave you guys to your domestic.
Yeah.
We'll see you later. Okay.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
6:03 p.m. The final team present their final submission.
All right. So our brief was to create a non-electrical, non-digital fitness product for the home gym for a company called Therefore, and it was especially focused around like 2021 trends. So we looked into hiking and stuff like that, and we especially thought about what might could happen after COVID infection. So those were all things we kind of looked into.
So we decided that the best target market to focus on were regular gym goers, which we found out to be 18 to 30-year-old men and women. Because at the end of the day, if they're not allowed to go to the gym, they want a good home gym setup. And we were looking at how we could use dumbbells and natural water weight. So we looked into dumbbells that already use water weight, but they're all just joke products that aren't actually feasible. And then traditional dumbbells are, number one, incredibly heavy to move around and also to transport, but they're also insanely expensive for normally just one dumbbell. So we looked at combining the two.
And this page shows our product development, where we investigated different sort of ways that the weights can be attached to each other, ways that it could be filled with water, and just various different water products that could be used as weights. If we go on to the next page, we'll see our final design, which incorporates a main dumbbell where it has additional weights that you could slot onto them, and also it isn't just a dumbbell, it's also a kettlebell. So you have an option to slot handles in. So you've got 3 different handles there. We've got a ball grip, which strengthens your grip strength and the overall forearm. And we've got 2 kettlebell grips, which gives you options depending on what sort of exercise you're doing or your main goal. It's a 2-in-1 system. So obviously you can choose what you want at the time. So it's save space, as well as giving you 2 products for the price of 1. This page shows just a more isometric drawing of the product, where the outside material will hold water. So the actual weight will be 500 grams without water, and you have the option to fill it with water to up to 2.5 kilograms. Just so you have the ability to really personalize your weight to your liking.
This is a render we did. So the actual main frame of it holds all the weights, and then the parts slot onto it. And as Henry said, so the plastic part which holds the water, there's like a little cap which to fill it up. So when you're going traveling, you can basically undo that and fill up. And the main metal part stays there all the time, provides the stability, which clips onto each separate part as well. And you can obviously go infinitely heavier.
Okay, so the materials we went with are HDPE rubber and dark coated steel. These materials not only fit with the product, but also reflect the brand's image and aesthetic. We tried to reduce manufacturing costs involved to make our product as environmentally friendly as possible, and also reduce manufacturing costs. So the manufacturing processes we would use are injection molding, casting, machining, and blow molding. Our product would retail for around 110 pounds. This is fairly average for price for a dumbbell set of this quality. So yeah,
That's
it.
That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I thought we saw some pretty good stuff there, Carys. I think everybody made absolutely amazing progress. So no, it's just great to be a part of it, really.
Definitely, as predicted, there were some really great renders, some really innovative ideas, and they definitely thought through the briefs very well.
Yeah. I think Joe is going to do a wrap up in a second, so we'll probably throw over to him. But I would like to thank you for taking up Toby's reins and joining me on the podcast day. I really appreciate it.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you. All right then. I think we'll throw it over to Joe.
Cool. Lovely.
So that concludes the Made in Brunel 24-hour design challenge. Thank you all for coming, and we really hope you enjoyed it. All the teams have sort of done really well this year around. Obviously, working virtually isn't easy, and the 6-hour time that each team's given, isn't a lot of time. The teams have done really well to do the work they have done. We think GatherTown worked really well for the event. It was great to have it again in the Michael Sterling, as it normally is, even though it's slightly different to normal. Hopefully next year we'll be back in the physical building, but we certainly will miss the digital one. So I think some advice for future 24-hour design challenges, especially for those taking part from me, would be firstly to make sure you get some sleep before your session. I think certainly if you're doing more than one, it's quite a lot to do, especially sort of 12 hours, even maybe 18 hours sort of back to back is a long time, especially when you're pretty full on throughout the 6 hours. Another piece of advice I'd say that the nighttime sessions are normally sort of the least subscribed, with the first and last session normally being the busiest. But I do think the ones in the middle of the night are sort of quite often the most fun, and it's quite good to sort of, there's nothing else around, there's no distractions. It's just sort of, you and your friends and you and your team can get some really good work in. So I definitely wouldn't look over those sessions. And lastly, I think it's really important just to make the most of the briefs you get. Obviously, the briefs we get are really varied. Some are really open, some are sort of quite specific, but it really is, each one, there's a lot of really interesting solutions that are available there. So really make the most of the brief you've got and get creative with it.
That's perfect. Thank you very much, Joe. Thank you everybody and the MIB team for holding such a great event, and thank everybody. We obviously thank everybody for participating. So thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. And a big thank you to all the Made in Brunel team that worked on the event. Especially Ollie as well for making this wonderful GatherTown environment. He's done a really good job there. Thank you, Jay. Who knew marketing is a real role? It is a real role.
The Made in Brunel podcast was hosted by Carys Bowen and Paramveer Bachu, with special guest host Enya Dodson. It was produced and edited by Paramveer Bachu. If you're really enjoying the Made in Brunel podcast, then don't worry, you don't have to wait long for another episode. We've got a special episode coming out next Monday, just in time for International Women's Day. It's going to be hosted by Carys Bowen and Alison Tuffin, so please make sure you tune in for that. Thank you so much for listening and watching. We'll see you next week.